Kia ora and good afternoon, Year 11. And welcome to this rather special Wa'ako session. And it's there to talk about semester courses. So you're about to start your course selection for next year, and things are going to be different for you. At least there's going to be different opportunities for you next year. And what we have decided to do, as well as offer you whole year courses, as we've always done, to offer you the opportunity to have some half year courses as well. And so that means next year, in fact, there are 24 of these half-year courses that we're going to offer. I don't know how many of them will run. It'll depend what you guys actually choose. But what that means for next year is that you can do what Year 12 Level 2 students have always done and choose 6 whole-year courses as normal. But if you would rather, you could choose 5 whole-year courses and 2 half-year courses. It's like the Year 10 options. Or you could choose 4 whole year courses and 4 half year options, or 3 whole year courses and 6 half year options. So it's completely up to you. Once you've made those choices, we're going to try and put that all together into a timetable that works, and I'm not sure that it will work or not. So we may come back to you and say, look, sorry, you can't do this and this, but here are some alternatives, or you can't do this, this and this, but here are some alternatives. But we will see. It's an experiment, and it's a very exciting experiment. Now, what you're going to hear is each of those 24 courses are going to be explained in 1 minute each. Some of them you will recognize. Some of them are traditional courses. So, for instance, the history course, which used to run for a whole year, is being split up into 3 half-year courses. So you could do a half year of history, a whole year of history, or 1.5 years of history, as it were. Take it as 1.5 subjects. So your choice. Some of them, though, are completely new. The first one you're going to hear about is a completely new course that we haven't run before, 2 semesters, in fact, of it, and just really exciting opportunity for some people. When you do make your subject choices for next year, the only thing that you will need to bear in mind is what are you going to do in Year 13? How do these courses lead you on to your... How do these courses lead you on to your university entrance courses, if that's what you want to do? So you just need to do a bit of a mix and match in there, but I'm stopping for you again. If you don't want to be here, you don't really need to, and you can go off somewhere else. Fine, thank you. 24 courses in 24 minutes. Here we go. The first ones are performing arts.
Kia ora. Do you want to go to the next slide, Daniel? Here we go. Performing Arts Technology School Show. Basically, Performing Arts Technologies is 2 semester courses. First half of the year is based around the school show. It covers areas of backstage, lighting, sound, costume, props, makeup, and stage management. There are all credits associated with these, and if you want to be part of that, the school show in the backstage area, and get some credits for it and have some class time to work on it, then this could be a fantastic team experience and an opportunity for you to learn more in various areas. This doesn't mean that if you've done some aspect of the school show before at backstage that you can't do it. You just wouldn't be getting credits and you wouldn't be like a lead person on it, that's all. And there's also the opportunities to work on the level 2 and 3 drama class productions in some capacity as well, getting credits there, because obviously depending on the numbers who take the course, we can't have 10 lighting designers for the school show. That would just be ridiculous. But there are other opportunities, and then if you took the second semester, you could work on level 1 and 3 for their production, so that's the next slide. You can design and operate for lighting and sound. Costume, you can design, find, make, adapt. Props, you can find, make and run in the show. Stage management, work with various departments to make sure the show runs smoothly. Set design, build. So all these things, we would work with you to see what was best overall, but certainly a valid course to encourage you, if you like, knowing more about behind the scenes, as well if you were doing drama in front of the scenes. Thank you.
Yeah, cool everyone. I'm here just to talk about 3 courses. So there's a couple of business skills courses. The idea of these courses really is for people who are interested in working in business, particularly retail, and it's open entry. And the idea is that you do some nuts and bolts stuff in a simulated sort of retail environment to get some credits and just hopefully give you some skills if you want to work in business and retail. So Business Skills A focuses on cash, banking, documentation, that side of things. And just go to the next slide, Daniel. And then there's another one which focuses on communication, customer service, personal correspondence, that side of being involved in a business. Now, both courses count towards a national certificate in retailing, a level 2. So the credits you gain from these courses, if you want to carry on doing that when you, say, go to Welltech or another Polytech, then those credits can count towards getting that national certificate in retail at level 2. And there is a level 3 one, so if these courses can lead on to level 3 retailing, where you can do similar sorts of things at level 3. If you're intending to do a degree or go to uni and do commerce, business sort of subjects, then you should be doing the economics and business and accounting courses, not this course, okay? Not these courses. Hey, there's another course which is financial skills. This is sort of like a standalone course. It's designed for people who just want to learn more about managing their money, setting financial goals, budgeting. So you guys will be looking at working and going on to tertiary education soon, which may involve borrowing money, spending money, earning money. So it's just to help you manage that more effectively. And you can gain 12 credits by doing this course. The unit standards, they can actually be marked up to excellence level. So they can count towards endorsement and stuff. So again, that's open entry, and that's something you may be interested in. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. So I'm very excited to be able to offer philosophy to you for the first time. So we'll start off by looking at what is philosophy, what kind of questions do philosophers ask, and we'll look at the origin of Western philosophy in the classical world. So philosophical questions are things like, what's the meaning of my existence? What is freedom? What is love? Questions such as this. We'll look at the philosophy in the classical world, and then we'll look at kind of like philosophical texts and philosophical ideas as they're present in the world today, on movies and in books, on TV shows like The Good Place. So the real aim of this class is to get you thinking. I promise it will get you thinking in ways that you haven't thought before, and I'm hoping that it will be a lot of fun. Thanks. Oh, and the credits are from Classics and English.
All right, kia ora koutou. From the PE and health side of things, next year there will not be a full year traditional PE course. We decided to get rid of that and then break it down into semester courses, which we'll do next year. But there will be, I just thought I'd outline one full year course opportunity based around developing leadership skills and qualities in people, with a focus around maybe sport coaching or officiating, and giving you time to develop your passions, and then also get into the community and work with that. So there's that full year option, so have a look at that in the full year courses. But the first course that we've got to offer is not the most attractive name, Critical Review of Significance of Physical Activity, but it's around about questioning and challenging the status quo of New Zealand society, and thinking of, looking at the issues that affect New Zealanders from a physical activity and health perspective, with then a movement into looking at addressing ways that we can enhance well-being for our school or our community. So a great opportunity to look at the factors that are having an effect around us, and then creating some chance to create change. Cool. Thanks, Daniel. All right, then next opportunity we have would be an outdoors experience option. And really it's about building a sense of like who we are as a community, and learning from the stories and histories of our place in Wellington and Newlands. Be a great opportunity to get out and learn the skills required to participate safely in the outdoors and our beautiful landscape that we have in Aotearoa. A big component will be planning either a day or overnight trip for yourselves, getting out there and looking at the logistics of that, and then building towards our traditional ski trip, where we're applying the risks, getting ourselves out of our comfort zones, and just putting all the good learning into action up on the mountain. So these are all open entry. If you don't have to have done any physical education at year 11 to do that. So if you're thinking you want to break things up and come and have a taste for a half-year course, then these will be good opportunities. All right, next one, Daniel. We've got a combined subject with PE and technology, and we've decided to call it ParaTech. So what we will be exploring is looking at the factors and barriers that influence people's involvement in the community. So we're looking at physical activity and sport. Then you'll explore a whole lot of issues, and then it'll be your task to research, create, design, develop prototypes that help break down barriers in our community. So, for example, we've got ideas of prosthetics up there. It'll be what stops people from being a part of things, and then creating an opportunity where we can bring people together, regardless of whether it's been site issues, whether it's physical issues, whether it's things like that, to bring people together. So that's a combined PE and tech approach. Another option is a team challenge approach. So it's going to be completely practical, and the main focus is looking at how we build that concept of team working together throughout a range of different practical contexts. You would be assessed mainly through observation and log-based stuff, looking at your ability to self-direct, take responsibility within lessons. So lots of different challenging environments you'll be put in, working and building that group over that 14 weeks. So there would be occasional theory classes to make sure that we're getting the documentation, but quite a heavy focus on just getting out, being active, and hopefully having some good times with the people in those classes with you. Next one. Cool. So I understand that you guys felt a little bit hard done by the fact that we removed core PE, or some of you, from last year. And research is clear that exercise, physical activity, improves our senses, it improves our mood, it improves our ability to focus, it can decrease levels of tension, it can decrease anxiety and stress, and it is a key in promoting learning. So this is a clear opportunity for everyone to get involved and focus on how we manage our well-being, our hauora in our environment today. I know you guys had an assembly all based around your well-being. So this will be a great opportunity, whether it's more just as a holistic well-being of how I manage self, how do I stay healthy so that I can get success in your chosen fields. We'll learn how to train and train effectively, so when we do get involved in those other aspects of life, we do it properly. And also, so there's that well-being approach, but there's also, if you've got maybe an interest in improving your sports performance, there's a really good chance that if you just want to focus on an area of areas of fitness and improving there, then this would be an excellent half-year course to get stuck in and learn how to train effectively. So all those options will be open entry. You just the main requirement would be that if we're signing up, that there will be some practical, some more than others, application, and we'd be willing to give it a crack and get moving and learning through those practical environments. So take the challenge and get involved next year. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. The first course that I've got to talk to you guys for science is astronomy. And I guess part of it is, how do we know the universe is the way it is as opposed to any of the other ideas? So that's one of the things you'll be learning about inside this course. You will also be learning about some of the technology that may be used for human exploration away from Earth. This is a course that is students in 1 SCA, 1 BES, or 1 SCI are eligible to enter into. And it will be a 8-credit internal-based course. Next course. This one here is environmental science. And inside this, you will focus on how human actions are affecting the environment, with a particular emphasis on water, and one of the things we will do is that we will go and visit a dairy farm to see what's going on. This course, entry is also possible from the 1 SCI, 1 SCA, or 1 BES courses this year. And the final course is called Geological Science, and this course will pick up on some of the ideas that you covered in Year 10 Science. You will learn about the processes that occur within the Earth that causes events such as earthquakes and eruptions. Okay? You will also learn about the different rock and mineral types that exist on Earth. Entry into this course is from the 1 SCI or 1 BES courses this year. Okay? In terms of final comments, any one of these courses can be paired up with any of the other excellent options that are available. If you are a 1 SCA student and you're interested in doing a full year of science, then you may do the astronomy course followed by the environmental science course. And if you are a 1 BES or SCI student and are interested in doing a whole year based on Earth and space science, then obviously you can pair up this course with the astronomy course. In addition to these courses, full-year biology, chemistry, and physics courses all also run as they have done in the past. Thank you, everyone.
I'm here to talk to you about the social sciences, and we'll start with some geography courses. So first up we have Geography South Island High Country. This course is based around a field trip to Lake Rotoiti in the Nelson Lakes region of the South Island. This region has been carved by glaciers and sits on the Alpine fault line, and we explore the rich beech forest up to the mountain tussock. Next, thanks. The research project is built around the data collected on the field trip. And next, thanks. And we also look at how people have altered and respond to the South Island natural environment. The next course is called Geography Wellington, Where to Build. The first, second, and third rule of real estate is location, location, location. Finding the best location to build something is a sophisticated question, and this course gives you the tools to do it. Next slide. In this course, you will use the same mapping software that professionals use to locate the best place to build something, such as a house or a cell phone tower or a wind farm. Next slide. You will also look at the arguments around the proposed development, such as the proposed basin reserve flyover, and look at a controversial topic like this and try to come up with a workable solution which pleases at least some of the people. Next course is called Geography Global Issues. And this course looks at some of the challenges facing the globe, from human rights through to sustainability. Topics are fairly open-ended, but could include how hip-hop music has spread and overthrown governments around the world, how sea level rise can impact on different parts of the world, or how we can protect human rights. So that's quite an open course. Moving on to history, the first history course that we've got here is called Protests and Uprisings. This covers many of the events that have changed the face of New Zealand. You will study some of the events that made a name for New Zealand, such as the nuclear-free movement, the uprisings of individuals from the New Zealand Wars, such as Te Kuti, who raided and pillaged the British Army. In the second part of this course, you can explore any protest or uprising in the world. We then have, the next course is called Wargames. Do you want to find out what happened at Thermopylae? Mr. State gave me the worst words to read here. What tactics did Caesar use to defeat Vercingetorix? Anybody done Asterix and Obelix will know who these people are and where they are. All of this and more can be explored through Wargames. Create models and recreate some of the greatest battles in the ancient world. So you can recreate those in that course. The other history course is called Propaganda. Have you ever been told one thing only for another thing to be the reality? Do you feel you're being brainwashed at school? In this propaganda course, we will explore how governments have used methods to spread lies and misinformation. Case studies will include the rise of the Nazis in Germany and communism in Russia. You will also be able to choose your own propaganda case study from anywhere in the world. Then we have the Social Sciences Hub. The Social Sciences Hub allows you to choose any standard from any subject in the social sciences. This means accounting, classical studies, economics, geography, history, legal studies, media, psychology, philosophy, sustainability, senior social studies, and religious studies. Obviously, if you wanted to take an entire course in accounting or geography, you would take those courses. However, in the Social Sciences Hub, it's all about student choice. You will co-construct your course alongside your teacher. You can select a course with a range of standards or focus on one. For example, some students this year have focused exclusively on psychology or religious studies, and others have taken a smorgasbord approach and selected a whole range of them. You can select this course for 1, 2, 3, or 4 semesters because it covers a range of subjects. In tourism, the first tourism course is the Business Introduction for Tourism. So an introduction to New Zealand's largest and most exciting industry. Students will gain an understanding of the characteristics and needs of tourists. Also discover that there's a huge range of options and variety of options and opportunities when it comes to a career in tourism, which is New Zealand's biggest employer. Then the second tourism course is called Tourism Destination. And you can learn what New Zealand and the world has to offer when it comes to tourism adventure. You get the opportunity to research and discover the huge variety of attractions, activities, and events that are all part of the tourist destinations. Explore the planet from the comfort of your classroom. Both these courses are open entry, as are pretty much all the other ones, actually. And finally, we have project-based learning. Project-based learning gives you the opportunity and time to expand on the sort of projects that you've been working on doing in your Wa'ako active learning. If you have a desire to build, create, or research a project of interest, then you can in this course. So rather than 2 days a year, you can work on your project throughout the semester or the year, as it is either a semester or a full year course. And what we will do is we will find the credits that relate to whatever project you've come up with and apply that to it. Thank you very much.
Exciting times for you people. The staff are sitting here, I think, wishing they were in your seats now. What a whole range of opportunities there are here for you, and a bit of serious thinking to do. everything that you've heard today is backed up in the subject choice website, and so your teachers will be taking you through that over the next 4 weeks. And the level 2 courses are in 2 sections. There are the whole year courses first of all, followed by these half-year courses. Well done in listening for 24 minutes to 24 courses. Good course selection, good choices are always based on having as much information as possible, and so what you've done just now is absorbed a whole load of information, but you will have questions, and just keep on asking those questions until you've come up with your final decisions. What I suggest happens now is we've got 25 minutes of this lesson left. If you are happy, if you've got no questions, if you are quite content with what's happening, what I suggest you do is go back to your Wa'ako rooms now, and you can start to, or at least when I finish speaking, and you can start to have a look at the subject choice site. If there are questions which have arisen from the presentations today, the teachers who gave those presentations are going to stay in the hall, and they will spread themselves around the hall, and if you form yourselves in clumps around them, they will answer as many questions as you might have, and I'm happy to be Miss Matheson on the performing arts. So, well done for listening. Good luck in making some important choices.